Hi, glad you could join me again for my illustration tutorials, and welcome to this series on how to draw cartoon characters. Right, this next cartoon character is Asterix's great big lovable very strong friend Obelix. Before I start, remember to subscribe, hit that button please, that would be great, thank you. Okay, Obelix, massive big body, like a big beach ball, you know, it's kind of big round body coming in like that, and perched on top of that you get a slightly small head, you know, the curve at the top of his head there, and he's got a helmet on which comes down at an angle like that. Okay, and just below that you get a couple of these little eyes coming in, one eye there and the other eye coming behind his nose is coming out there, and then his great big conch great big hooter coming in like that, coming out to a nice wee curvy cheek. Very good humoured Obelix, okay? And a couple of wee lines there like that, the curving cheek coming around there, right? And also has a kind of a couple of wee sprigs of hair coming up from his helmet, and a wee kind of round thing at the top. And then just below that you have his hair coming out like that, with his ear just appearing kind of there, and his hair kind of pushing out behind his ear like that. And then as his hair comes down, it kind of joins onto a kind of pleat shape coming down like that. So you get these pleat shapes coming in, they're coming down to a bow at the end, okay? And just below his nose here you would have, well, he'd have his moustache of course, which comes out kind of like that on that side, and then coming in like that, and below that you'd have his big kind of chin, double chin or triple chin or whatever. Okay, and that would come down, the chin and neck would kind of join together coming down like that. Yeah, a lovely kind of jolly fat effect there. And behind his moustache there you have the other pleat coming down, which come down kind of that angle there, so you get these kind of points coming in like that. And then either side the shoulders are quite high, of course very muscly, his arms are very hugely thick, like tree trunks, you know. Another one coming in there, and as I said, this part here is huge. It's great big kind of trouser shape coming in like that, okay, with a belt below it. And the top half of his body kind of sticks out of that, comes up way beyond his chest, you know, and his arm comes out like that. It gets broader there, then it gets narrower as it comes down to the wrist there. And this fist here will be kind of clenched, and you'll just see the kind of this vague shape of the fingers coming in, something like that. Okay, and the other side is he's got his fist coming towards you, so imagine that going around and coming in behind his elbow there, that's his elbow, coming up to his fist, which is clenched. You get the fingers clenched over like that. Okay, that kind of shape there. Okay, let's go back to his belt now. I'll put in this his body shape just now when I'm at it, carrying on this great big melon shape, you know, huge bulging shape coming down here, and then the shape of his belt, which follows that curve there and comes into a circular shape there. It comes back out again. On his belt he has great studs and like that. You see the edge of coming on there. Okay, and I'm going to draw him running. So one leg, this leg here, his right leg will be up like that, raised up. Okay, and you'll see the kind of sole of his shoe coming in, and that kind of big toe shape, and then this kind of curved shape coming down to his heel, and then you'll see the actual shape of the sole coming in there with a few lines to suggest the curve. Okay, and then the top of his shoe is kind of turned over, so you get that kind of shape there. Okay, and also of course his trousers are striped, so you get that kind of Get big curving stripe shape following the curve of his body. Down there. They would also come up here over the top, and they kind of sort of folded over like that, on there, another one coming in there. Okay, and this other leg bent underneath him, and like that. You get the crease of his trousers coming down to there, and then the top of his shoe folded over like that. His heel coming back, and the shape of the foot is kind of following that. Then you put his toe shape in, remember, and then the other foot, part of the foot coming in there. And again, the stripe shape, this would come underneath and then appear in there, coming down there, and you see the stripe pattern appearing there on his shoe, this above his shoe rather. Okay, so there we have Obelix sketched in pencil, a wee line there. Okay, so let's move on now to ink it in. Okay, I'll start with the eyes. And kind of eyes that are full of humour, little egg shapes, and the line to his nose coming in there. Okay, and little wrinkle the side of his eye, and his nice cheek shape coming in there. Okay, like that, and then his nose. A bit of weight in the bottom part of the nose, so it's a thicker, slightly thicker line like that, and a few light lines across the top of his nose there, and an eyebrow coming up there, other side of his head, and the top of his helmet. And these lines coming in here. By taking the weight off your pen or putting it on, you can get different thicknesses of line. Okay, so light along the top and then thicker there, light, thick, you know, that kind of thing. Same with the ear, and then this bit of hair coming down here, joining on to these pointed curves, or his pleat, and the wee bow at the end there, and then his moustache, like that, and the other part of moustache coming in there, and the first part of his chin there, then the second part coming down there, and of course we have the second part of his pleat coming in here, other side, and down behind his hand there, and a wee bit of muscle shape appearing there, just very light lines coming down to his trousers there, at the top of his arms. Take the weight off as you come in, heavy along the top, and taper off like that, you see, and broader across there, and then narrowing to his wrist. A couple of faint lines in there, and then down to his wrist shape coming in there, and his fingers kind of doubled over, like that. His other arm behind there. Remember, keep these arms nice and massive. Another couple of lines there, and then the top of his fist coming in, like that. And these fingers doubling over, coming in there like that. Okay, maybe a couple of little marks for knuckles there. Then the top of his trousers, a nice big curve coming in there, and the top of his belt, which comes down like that, and either side, and then these pointed bits into the centre, yeah, that's sloping slightly up that way, and these pointed bits coming down there, going around, and these light at the top, heavier underneath, so you get a little bit of suggestion of shading underneath there, light on the top, heavier underneath, and then these lines for the stripes. Okay, now let's put in the rest of the curves, his body, like that, and then the wrinkle there of his leg as it comes up, you see the knee, then wrinkled underneath there. Okay, and his shoe with the toe sticking out. You take the weight off, you come round. And then a finer line, you know, a light line come down for represent the sole. And that bit of his shoe that folds over. And then put the stripes in, try and take the weight off so that it's slightly finer line. And you'll see one coming around here, I think. Yeah. Like that. And then on there. Carving right underneath. And one here. Then onto his other leg, coming down there. Bending back. And put the stripe in. And then the fold over of his shoe. With that stripe coming in there. And the back sticking out there, another stripe there. And then finish off his shoe by drawing that round to that toe shape. And the other one. There, like that, maybe a bit of heel. So there is Obelix looking quite happy with himself. I'm getting away to tackle a few Roman soldiers, I think. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that, and hope you can join me the next time I am drawing another cartoon character. In the meantime, of course, all the best and happy drawing!